Hey gang, just want to show you a couple things here about our pellet stove. It's an Eco-Choice Cab 50. Purchased this unit about 3 years ago, kind of been doing some experiments, and it's basically heating our whole home here using 3 tons of pellets a season. The house size is 2,384 square feet. Stove mostly burning on medium all the time, though I did run it a few times on high. Seems medium is the key for this, and let's go ahead here and I'll show you a couple things I did. Over here is a pipe that's going to our upstairs kitchen. What I did is I turned around and designed a manifold, if you can see this, and it takes some of the venting out of the stove. It goes across back in 4-inch pipe into a 6. There's a hydroponic 6-inch fan in here for the high heat. The Home Depot ones I don't think would fare out too well on this. You need something that can withstand the heat. What I did here is, this is a thermostat piggybacked with a rheostat that I can adjust the blower speed. So on the colder nights I can turn the blower up, and the warmer days I can turn it down. Seems it works very well. It comes on around 74 degrees down in this room, and we're about 2 degrees less upstairs when this is running on high. So let's go up and turn around and take a look at the vent up there and see what kind of heat we have coming out. Okay, here I am upstairs in our kitchen area. From looking down from the vent there that's coming down off the pellet stove. There is only one vent that I have feeding the upstairs, but it seems like I got the proper loop going in here because the temperature range, like I say, varies maybe 2-3 degrees at the most, even on the coldest days. So here's my heat gun. Let's see what we have coming out on the register. If you can see that, we're about 128, 129. That's with the blower on low. If I turn that blower up with the stove on medium, we're turning around and looking at between 135 to 140. House stays very comfortable. Let's take a look at the thermostat here. It's a sunny day out here. I don't know if you can see this, but we're running about 73 degrees here. In our back rooms, we're down about 2 degrees at night when it gets colder. That's the far end of the house. But the loop's perfected coming up from our stairwell, going down and through that register. System works well, works really good. Very happy with it. Saves a lot. I got a monitor 2400 on backup here on kerosene if I need it, but kero's kind of expensive, and we can just heat the upper level with this. So bang for the buck, pellet stove is the way to go. You got to do a little grunt work with the pellets, but well worth the savings. I'm saving anywhere from $500 to $700 a year. I know there's so many big questions about oak kits and venting and the best way to go. Some say an oak kit is the only way to go. Others just turn around and have their manifold open from the back of the house. So this all depends on your house, if you have a tight house or a loose house. In here I tried both means. What I did is I made a manifold back here. Probably cannot see it, but the manifold is still on there. And I ran this kit up and out through a blower vent that I have in this range that's not being used downstairs, just for a test. It went out and I was pulling in cold air. Very cold pipe. As far as a difference, I seen none at all. It was actually a total waste. I didn't spend much on the kit just to test this, but wound up disconnecting it and forget the oak kit. It just didn't work out for me. So those of you guys out there that think that might be the ticket, if you could do some kind of a trial first, might be the way to go, because it did absolutely nothing for me. There wasn't no temperature change in the house. Didn't see really nothing at all. One other thing, this stove is vented direct through an old chimney. There used to be a wood stove here in this place. So what I did is I just went out with about 2.5 feet of straight pipe, and I used fiberglass insulation to wrap that pipe around the 8-inch hole that was originally here for the chimney. And I have a clean out outside, and it goes straight up. I didn't use no kit that has to go all the way up to the top. Out here where I live, the code, there's really no code specifying that you have to vent all the way out to the top. So this seems to work very, very well with this stove. When I purchased it, the party I purchased it from, it's a stove company here in the Lehigh Valley, said, you know, there's no sense in doing the kit that goes all the way out to the chimney. It's not going to make any difference. And they were right on that. Stove works absolutely perfect without any of that. So those of you considering a kit to go out, if your township or borough requires it, well then I guess that's the way you have to go. But for the rest of us that the code doesn't require it, maybe just venting through an existing chimney like this, it's the best way, best bang for the buck there. It'll save you a lot of money on that kit. Hope you enjoyed this short video.